generals, like people closely. He will not call us directly, but he will use people up there to call us and talk to us.
Okay, so he has not been calling you directly?
No, not directly.
No.
The president hardly calls you directly, but he uses people of influence, people close to him, and tell him to do that, tell him to do that, tell him to show this, tell him to show that. So when they tell you that, what do you do? If I don't do it, do you know what happens next?
No.
I have a family.
Yeah.
My family comes first. I will say, okay, I'll go ahead and I'll do it. And I'll take the brunt. I'll take the criticism. But I was under pressure.
Yes.
Like anybody else would have been in my shoes, would have done the same thing. Absolutely.
So it was pressure and fear factor then?
It was pressure and fear factor, yes.
Okay. President Barrow, we all know he was in Dakar.
Yes.
And then swear in Dakar.
Sworn in Dakar, yeah.
But GRTS was never there to cover that.
Yes.
And GRTS should have been there to cover that. That's how I feel. Why didn't you guys?
Not only you felt that way, that's what a lot of people felt that way. But we bore in mind here that once President Barrow is sworn in, then GRTS changes its allegiance. But then GRTS, a lot of people will not know that GRTS did not have the wherewithal. They were not technically, they are not technically there, technically to cover an event anywhere. Even in this country, we cannot even cover a live event. Barrow's coming to the country, we couldn't even cover it live from the airport.
I was going to come to that. Why is that? Why did
because
they
were
have to have
yes.
TV do it?
Yes. I mean, before Des TV, in fact, I'm talking about his arrival from Dakar to the Gambia. Now, we could do that because there are technicalities involved. For example, we have a fiber optic cable at the airport, but not as close as where it has to be, so that we can be able to tap into the fiber optic cable to be able to broadcast. And it will take Gamtel, who own the fiber optic, a couple of days to make sure that happens. And we did not know that President Barrow was coming to the Gambia until at 8 o'clock the night before he came.
Okay.
8 o'clock the night before he came the following day. So those preparations were inadequate. Technically, we couldn't have done it. We went to the airport hoping that we were able to shoot some footages, take it back to the television and play it. Well, you know, anybody who was at the airport can see the amount of people, the number of people that were there. This is unprecedented, monumental. For the driver to leave the airport to come to GRTS almost took him over 3 hours. Even myself to drive myself out of the airport to the Caribbean Beach Hotel took me about 4 hours. So can you imagine a driver was a tape running to rushing to get to the television to broadcast that? So technically we have a problem. Now let me take you to one area where I think some people said a lot of things. Why didn't we cover President Barrow's inauguration in Dakar?
Yeah.
Technically we couldn't. Secondly, this was being shown by TFM. If it were RTS, the national broadcaster, we would have done it. But not RTS, not Desert TV, not any one of the commercial televisions. We couldn't have done it. Because we did not talk to them. We didn't have that bilateral relations with them. We cannot just tap into them and do it. But with RTS, we have that relationship that we can take anything from RTS and do it.
But at the moment, I think if you had to reach out to them and say that you wanted to collaborate with them, they would have agreed to it because they know that this
Remember
was
Jammeh was still in town, huh?
Yes.
Remember that Jammeh was still in town. And he was calling the shots. And you can have imagined what the reprisals would have been.
Wow.
If it were you, would you have risked it? Would you have risked being arrested?
Now speaking to you, I don't think I would have. I'm just going to be honest, because I think at some point in Gambia, everybody was in fear of their life or their family members' life. So we were taking drastic decisions based on, you know, the fear factor of not for you as the person, but family members.
Yes.
Yes. But
Yes.
I was like,
I wouldn't want to put my family at perilous situation. I wouldn't do that for them. In fact, I think what I should have done was when Jammeh said to me, I'm appointing you as Director General of GRTS, I said, no, thank you.
You should have refused. Yeah, that's I did ask at
Well,
that.
yes, yes.
You should have refused after everything he has done to you.
Yes.
Being a victim
No,
of
but
Jammeh.
what I'm saying, that it was 2007.
Okay.
If we're talking about 2017, 2016, 9 years after.
But Jammeh is Jammeh. He's never going to change.
Well, that's
because
up to
we
him.
understand that you have been through a lot.
I have been through a lot for my country.
Yes.
And I will continue to go through a lot for my country, be it positive or negative. All right? All I intend to do is to serve my country in the best of my ability in my profession, without fear of favor of anything. Only where my family for standard all online. Take your time, forget about social media, the gossiping, and the how do I say, the character assassination, which is on social media. Open your local newspapers which are online and read what's happening. My appointment as Director General of GRTS was rescinded, and I was asked to revert to my former position
yes.
as Deputy Permanent Secretary, responsible for media, okay, in policy matters.
But why did you think that happened? Why?
I think Barrow's government is looking at maintaining people with stuff, people who are capable of working in his government. And he hasn't come to revenge. I don't think Mr. President Barrow has come to revenge.
No.
That is not the case. So I think what must have happened is that they said, okay, Malick has worked for this country a span of 35 years in broadcasting. He has been Deputy Permanent Secretary. Let's not waste this kind of guy. Let's take him back to where he was very, where he has been doing his very best. And I still do my very best in the ministry. Actually, when I was coming back to the ministry, it was like a joyful day here at the ministry. People wanted to see me back at the ministry because I received files from the ministry whilst I was in GRTS as Director General. There were certain files that came to my office, and they said, Malick, you have to help us in this and this. And I did it willingly, noting that it fell on my desk as media policy advisor to the minister.
You have served the First Republic, second, and now you're serving President Barrow.
Right.
What would you do differently from what you did before?
Well, I think right now, you see, right now the media situation becomes open. All right, there's elasticity in the media. President Barrow has guaranteed press freedom, freedom of speech, and access to information. These are very important tenets of our role.
But are you happy with that?
I am very happy with that.
But you, if going back, I heard you said that okay, things are written wrong, and a lot of people should read their local newspaper and stuff. But media is still going to be media, and we're still going to write stuff and do stuff. So if you're happy with that now, that is still going to come under criticism and all that.
Yes,
False information.
Yes.
True information.
No, I think what we need to understand here, we need credible journalists. We need intelligent, educated journalists who know the rules of the game, who can actually deliver, all right, which we lack here. But thank God there's the University of the Gambia, School of Journalism, there is GPU School of Journalism, and there are other schools of journalism around the country. I think we need a well-educated cadre of journalists responsible to national building. Nation building is very important as we speak right now. And I think we should help President Barrow's government in that direction. I'm happy when he pronounced when he made these statements saying that he wants freedom of the media, freedom of the press, blah, blah, blah. But will it actually happen? All right? We're yet to see. Now, it's like taking the journalists to test. Now, the journalists, I want to not blame them, but I think they tend to lack a little bit of being a check to the government. Right now, a journalist should have been sitting there and trying to tell me the 90 days of President Barrow in office. One good journalist have been there cataloging every day what President Barrow is doing.
True.
President Barrow appointed his ministers today. President Barrow has signed a pact, an agreement with Senegal. Somebody following. Not every day you see, like in America, the 100 days of Donald Trump is going on right now. So if you're telling me about the freedom of the press, freedom of the media should take up the advantage right now.
Yes.
And get the government accountable. Now we have a little bit of a political problem right now, wherein the coalition seems to be in disagreement in certain things. Take the people involved to task. In-depth interviews with them, and sit down on the issues and discuss it with them. I think that will help.
But I cannot blame journalists for that because maybe
they don't have access.
Access, yes, accessibility is another problem. So we don't know. I'm not saying that's the case, but we don't know.
Now. You see, access. Sometimes I say to when I was at GRTS, I said to them, look, access to information depends on the credibility of the journalist. If you're a credible journalist, you will have access anywhere you want. Within my work, my time as a broadcaster, there is no piece of information or person in the Gambia if I wanted to interview and I don't get you.
But not everybody is like you. I came to you and I asked for this interview and I got it. But maybe if I go to the next person and ask for an interview, I will not get it because I have been in Gambia for over 2 weeks now, and it's been hard to get hold of certain people. They keep giving me appointments and failing appointments and failed. That.
Could it be on that schedule? They could be busy.
I accept that, and that's the reason why I have been more and more patient because I know the nature of their job. So that's what I'm saying. So it will be hard for journalists to keep up to that.
You can get it if you want.
That's what you think?
Yes.
Okay, all right. Okay, we'll move on from that. Now, with all that has gone past, do you think you'll be hosting election nights on GRTS for National Assembly?
Good question.
Because you're still available to GRTS.
Yes.
Right? If they want you.
If they want.
Yes.
And I want to do it.
You want to? Okay.
Yes, it depends. If they want and I want to do it.
Yes.
I want to do it because it's my country. Yeah. And I don't want people to sit there, Nyowatina. Understand? This is a bit different ball game. You understand? Now, I have the expertise. I have a group of people that I am au fait with. They're au fait with me, and we can sit down on election night and be able to actually go about discussing the elections as the results come out. If GRTS should ask me to come, I will come. I have all the data available. Election from 1960, the first election in the Gambia, up to the last election, 2011, of the National Assembly election. I have all those results. So it's not a matter of just going on television just to talk, but to be able to have the data that you can always revert to
yes.
and be able to present a very good night. Absolutely, I'm looking forward to that. If they call upon me and say, Mr. Jones, would you? But it has to be timely because it needs a lot of preparation.
There's a lot of people wanting the license for TV, and the population of Gambia is not too big, and the amount of people are here wanting a license for TV are too many. What do you think about that? And I would say, what is the government policy in that direction?
Now, government has Information Act 2009 that covers everything regarding broadcasting. Okay, for television broadcasting, you need a 5-year license. Okay, and the regulator is working right now on the issues surrounding the applications and allocation of frequencies and stuff like that. But as you and I know, television is a very, very expensive enterprise. And the population of the Gambia is very small, right? But I think we need 1 or 2 more.
Yes. Because
people want it. The people really want to see an alternative to GRTS.
And I think that will give GRTS a wake-up call.
It will, of course, give them.
There is a competition now.
It will give them a wake-up call. Notwithstanding, I think GRTS itself is handicapped in many ways, financially, equipment-wise, everything. They're very, very handicapped, and training has been absent for a long time. And but notwithstanding that, I would like to say that I would like to see 2 more television stations come and serve the Gambia.
All right, I don't know how to put this question forward or how to put it right. Do you at any point feel that you owe Gambians an apology?
I don't think I will.
During the election time, because those are going on.
I don't owe anybody an apology.
Yes.
I don't owe anybody an apology. If anybody felt that you've been irritated somehow, I think you have to find out what actually went wrong, what happened. But you just cannot sit down and you start to character assassinate someone without knowing exactly what went wrong. Like I said to you earlier on, there were people who were doing mishaps or people who were taking directives from President Jammeh, who you did not even see. You didn't see them, it's on the ground. Man was out there because I'm the public broadcaster. Everybody is watching the television. So anything I do under the dictates of Jammeh, they will want to blame me. But go blame Jammeh. He was handling the situation at that moment.
The
not blame me.
The reason why I said that, because I'm sure you have some family members that did not know the situation. Because a lot of us sit over there thinking that, oh, look at the food. So I feel you owe them an apology to say that, look, I'm apologizing to you for you feeling that I let you down. But this is the situation.
Only on one basis. And that is on the basis of that President Barrow has said that there's a moment of reconciliation. All right?
Okay.
And if it's a matter of reconciliation, I will say, all right, fine. This is Gambia. I have some people say I'm not a Gambian. Holy Moses.
But you know you're a Gambian, so who really cares?
I said to him, look at it, I'm more Gambian than he is. You know what I'm saying? I'm very Gambian. All right? If you don't know me, you don't know me. All right? I remember your father very well. He used to sell records at Clarkson Street.
Yes,
I was a little boy growing up at Grand Street. Okay? I grew up here. I went to school here. I went to school in Sierra Leone. I'm back. I've served my country. If I was not Gambian, I would not be employed in the public broadcaster, by the way. Anyway, for the sake of reconciliation, if you feel that you've been offended by Malick in one way or the other, all right, reconciliation, please dampen your hearts and take it. I love you.
That's the nicest way to do it. And your family, I must ask, with all the controversy that's been going on, your family, were they affected?
Yes, they were. They were, yes. Because my 2 daughters are in the United States. One of them is a soldier, the other one works somewhere, and they said to me, Daddy, we cannot take this, people insulting you, blah, blah, blah. I said, look, insults are not something that they paint on my face. It's not something people just say it for saying sake. Let them insult. I'm fine with that. I'm a public official. I wish they were in my position. And I'll be there doing the insulting, but I will not be doing the insulting because I would have thought positively. Why should he do that? What's the reason behind it? I'll find out. Where is the president at that time? Where was President Adama Barrow? He was in Dakar. Where was President Jammeh? He was in Gambia. Who was running the show?
Jammeh.
President Jammeh.
Yes.
Who is President Jammeh? He can force you to do things every. He's going under duress. He's going under. Man is going under duress. He's under stress. There's a fear factor. I think he's got his family to think of. But if anybody thinks otherwise, you've not been doing justice to yourself and to me.
Well,
you heard it from me.
yes, and I did not regret coming to you
Oh,
for this interview.
neither was
And
I.
now the last one is, what is the way forward for the new government and for Malick Jones?
For the new government, wow. I think they put it aside. They have to reconcile. They don't have to. They don't have to disappoint the Gambian people that voted them in. There should be no room of the super party, because if there was no coalition, they couldn't have taken Jammeh out.
Yes.
They must understand that, whoever the party is. So that reconciliation must be embedded in them, and they move forward and deliver as to what they have promised the people of the Gambia. These are very early days for them. January 19th.
Yes.
And today we're talking about March the 7th or March the 8th. It's still infant stages. They don't need to have cracks within themselves. They have to be a formidable, wholesome piece. They have got the National Assembly elections coming, and that is very crucial. Because anything, any policy matter that they want to do rests in that National Assembly, where bills and motions will be tabled and need to be ratified. And if you do not have the majority in that National Assembly, there is no way you can push any agenda forward. For myself, first of all, let me say to all Gambians who are on the other side of the political divide, that politics is politics. It comes and goes. I'm not a politician. Neither am I a political arbiter, as they would say, a political referee. I just happen to be a host on election night. If I have wronged anybody, let us ask for forgiveness, and we forget about the past and move forward. For me, I enjoy my work here as Deputy Permanent Secretary. I've been here before. I came back. Before I went to GRTS and back again. I find it very nice. I enjoy working with the present government. I only serve governments. Yesterday it was, day before yesterday it was President Jawara. He's gone. Jammeh came. I served Jammeh. Today is Barrow. Who knows who it's going to be tomorrow? Might be you.
I don't think so, but still.
And I think we have a chance. We've been having two in succession, two female vice presidents. Who knows?
You never know.
We will have a female president one day.
You never know.
You never know.
If I'm correct, here's what you said.
My work.
Your work.
Yes.
From
election night.
Election night.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr.
Yes,
Jones,
yes. It's been a pleasure
for having me here.
Oh yeah, thank you so much.
I will be following you, and you'll be following. And you know, guess what? You never know. Actually, I am putting an application. No.
I'm looking forward. You never know. We might work together in the future.
You never know. You never know. Thank you very much, sir.
Pleasure.
Well, as you can see, that's the end of it. And I know Gambians, we're very hard to satisfy. I may not got all the answers that you want, but at least you have got the best out of the guy. So it's up to you. It's either we move forward or we still on the same level. Farmata Koka, Elite Media. Thank you.
That was nice.
That was
very nice. I hope now people will leave.
Bye.